1 crore apartment, how much cash must I keep ready for day one paperwork? And everyone wants us to come to their office.
Any scheme which is a too good to be true scheme, don't fall trap of it.
मैं एक जगह इंक्वायरी डालता हूँ तो मेरे को तो
500 फोन आते हैं.
Is it a good idea to go to the builder straight away, or is it a good idea to get some real estate consultant? Many first home buyers just focus on EMIs and forget about monthly keep up to live in that property. Right?
Yes.
So what's the realistic range for maintenance and how fast do these fees escalate?
Roughly 3 to 4 rupees per square feet is
Okay.
the maintenance, and if you are looking for something some society which is a high-end society, I think it goes up to. Thank you so much for accepting the request. Before we start roaring, can you please tell something about yourself?
So I've recently moved back from Australia after 2 decades. I've been entrepreneur throughout my life, and currently I'm living in Gurgaon. I bought a property few years back through not so easy process,
Okay.
and now I've watched your previous episode as well, and I've come prepared. Especially my question would be around coming from an organized market in Australia
Correct.
to an unorganized market in Gurgaon, right?
Right.
And so be prepared to answer my questions.
yes.
I'm looking forward to.
Oh yes. So my show is all about people like you to come, talk and ask beyond any FOMO or about the real estate industry.
That's very nice of you. Thank you, Sunil. So obviously, as I said, I'm already in the market looking for a property. So I have few set of questions, and I want to start with a general one. Like
Right.
even when I talk to my friends, there are a lot of obviously discussion. कौन सी property खरीदे, कौन सी नहीं खरीदे. And once you register for one of the few websites, you keep getting the brochures,
Correct,
right?
correct.
So my first question is, every brochure shouts all-inclusive prices, huh? Yet people still blow their budget. What are the very first hidden costs that blindsides most Gurgaon buyers like me?
Okay. So very valid question. So in this, first of all, I would like to say GST is the first component, which is something which is over and above your all-inclusive cost. Most of the developers in Gurgaon, I'll say, even if they are selling at box prices, which means the all-inclusive prices, as you mentioned, जो भी प्राइस होता है उसके ऊपर कुछ जीएसटी का अमाउंट होता है, एंड दैट वेरीज फ्रॉम 5% एंड गोज अप टू 12% इन कमर्शियल प्रॉपर्टीज. सो ये एक बहुत बड़ा अमाउंट है. फॉर एग्जांपल यू आर बाइंग अ 5 crore rupees of an apartment, and suddenly you get to know that there is a 25 lakh rupees of GST which needs to be paid to government. और कमर्शियल प्रॉपर्टी में ये 12% तक भी जाता है. तो दिस इज समथिंग नॉर्मली जैसे ब्रोकर्स भी बोलते हैं कि सर वो तो होता ही है, आपको पता ही होगा, बिकॉज इट इज व्हाट
मतलब वो स्टार लगा रहता है
सो
ऊपर, ऑल इंक्लूसिव.
इट्स अ गवर्नमेंट एक्सपेंस. जैसे रजिस्ट्री का आपको पता है कि जी घर खरीदा है तो रजिस्ट्री करानी है, तो सर जीएसटी भी पता ही होगा आपको. सो मोस्ट ऑफ द बायर्स आर नॉट अवेयर ऑफ, एंड लाइक यू केम फ्रॉम अब्रॉड एज यू सेड, सो वहाँ पे अलग रूल्स हैं, यहाँ पे अलग रूल्स हैं. तो वो 5% से लेके 12% तक का जो जीएसटी पार्ट है वो एक एडिशनल एक्सपेंस होता है, जो कि ऑल इंक्लूसिव प्राइजेस के ओवर एंड अबव होता है. प्लस अगर आप रेडी टू मूव इन प्रॉपर्टी खरीद रहे हैं तो वहाँ पे तो जीएसटी नहीं होता है, बट अगेन देयर इज़ अ स्टैम्प ड्यूटी टू इट, राइट. स्टैम्प ड्यूटी भी पे करनी है. इसको दो तरीके से समझते हैं. इफ़ यू बाइंग अ रेडी टू मूव इन प्रॉपर्टी, तो आपके जो एडिशनल एक्सपेंसेस हैं ओवर एंड अबव द ऑल इंक्लूसिव प्राइस, वो कुछ डिफरेंट होते हैं, विच इज़ द रजिस्ट्री कॉस्ट एंड द मेंटेनेंस कॉस्ट ऑफ योर अपार्टमेंट एंड ऑल. लाइक यू सेड ब्रोशर्स में लिखा होता है ऑल इंक्लूसिव, तो ब्रोशर तो अंडर कंस्ट्रक्शन प्रॉपर्टी के होते हैं. So in under construction properties, GST is one component which is over and above the all inclusive price. Then there are some developers who are also charging PLC.
Okay.
Right. So which is a preferred location cost.
Okay. So east
right?
facing.
So east facing, a north facing, body balcony, deck and all. You know,
or
so
they are left.
So floor wise,
nice.
different height, different PLC. So for them, if I talk about all-inclusive price, that is an all-inclusive price which includes your GST also, which includes your 1 year advance maintenance also. तो वो एक all-inclusive price जो बोलते हैं compliance के हिसाब से बिल्कुल correct बोलते हैं. लेकिन कुछ डेवलपर्स ऐसे भी होते हैं जो all-inclusive price बोल के कस्टमर को बुला लेते हैं, देन यू कम टू नो दैट यू हैव टू पे GST ऑल्सो एंड देन यू हैव टू पे अ PLC ऑल्सो,
Okay.
राइट. सो दी और मे बी अ कार पार्किंग की एक तो हम दे रहे हैं, आपको 2 चाहिए तो एक का कुछ एडिशनल पैसा देना
Okay.
है, राइट. So these are the
So these are 3-4
expenses
points like I should be
you should be
asking
aware
about
of.
GST,
Yes.
stamp duty, and in a nutshell I should calculate everything and which will probably give me an idea.
Typically अगर मैं आपको बहुत basic terms में बताऊं तो if you're buying something at 100 rupees, you end up spending 120 to 125 rupees.
Okay.
That is your cost of acquisition. That is the all-inclusive price. Now, 100 rupees
Which is almost 20% off.
20-25% depending upon what
project,
apartment you are picking up. So, for example, you paid 5% GST, you paid another 7-8% of the registry cost, right? Then if you're taking loan, तो कुछ
Yes.
लोन प्रोसेसिंग फीस भी होगी, कुछ उसका
Exactly.
इंटरेस्ट भी होगा,
Got it.
राइट. सो इन सबको ऐड अप आप करते हो तो कॉस्ट ऑफ एक्विजिशन आपका 120 से लेके 125% तक
Wow.
आता है.
No, thanks. Thank you so much. The second question is, what are the flags I should watch for when a builder is pitching for a project, and what questions expose their weak spots?
पिचिंग एज इन यू आर आस्किंग जस्ट द पिचिंग और जस्ट एनीथिंग lucrative you're getting?
सिर्फ पिचिंग तो मुझे लगता है कि अगर मैं एक जगह इंक्वायरी डालता हूँ तो मेरे को तो मतलब ऐसा
500
लगता
फोन आते हैं.
है मुझे पता नहीं कहाँ से आ रहे हैं फोन.
Right.
And that's why, like, obviously, because we are looking for properties which can give us good returns, and because this would be our second property.
Okay.
Or everyone is pitching, so good to be true,
Right,
and everyone wants us to come to their office.
Right.
So obviously, when we are going to their office, so what are the weak spots? What are the right question I should be asking?
So one of the answers you have already given. If you're getting anything, any scheme which is a too good to be true scheme, don't fall trap of it. ठीक है, just avoid. कितनी भी अच्छी लग रही हो, अपना मैथ्स लगाओ, अपना दिमाग लगाओ. अगर आपको जेन्युइनली समझ में आ रही है, then go ahead. See, normally होता क्या है कि once you go to a developer's office, और अगर स्कीम चल रही है तो बहुत सारे लोग आए हुए होंगे वहाँ पे. देयर विल बी लॉट ऑफ इन्वेस्टर्स हु विल बी डूइंग द इंक्वायरी, विल बी डूइंग द मीटिंग्स, राइट. एंड इन दैट फोमो की पता ही नहीं क्या हो रहा है, यहाँ पे इतने लोग आए हुए हैं, एंड आई थिंक आपको लगेगा कि एक्चुअली में कोई बहुत अच्छी स्कीम है, एंड यू विल एंड अप हैंडिंग ओवर द चेक, विच आई एम नॉट सेइंग इज रॉन्ग, बट व्हाट आई एम सेइंग इज दैट यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड द वैल्यू. एक जगह आपको कुछ डेवलपर्स वो प्रोडक्ट देते हैं जो कि एक फिक्स प्राइस प्रोडक्ट है, कोई स्कीम नहीं है, राइट. एंड एक तरफ आपको वो प्रोडक्ट मिल रहा है जिसके अंदर मल्टीपल स्कीम्स हैं, बट एट व्हाट प्राइस you need to understand your value and cost of acquisition. If you think it is good, go ahead. But normally होता क्या है कि कोई भी स्कीम है तो वो एड ऑन करके ही बिल्डर बेचता है, राइट. सो तो वो थोड़ा सा ध्यान रखने वाली चीज़ है.
एक्चुअली इसी पे मेरा एक फॉलो अप क्वेश्चन है, मेरे ख्याल से इसी से एक क्वेश्चन बन रहा है मेरा, कि whenever I go to the builders, is it a good idea to go to the builder straight away, or is it a good idea to get some real estate consultant which can probably advise me कि what are the properties in the market? Like I can go to the builder, लेकिन obviously everyone will say, oh yeah, मेरी property सबसे best
Exactly.
है, right है. So it might not be right for me.
Correct.
And they might not understand what exactly I'm after based on my portfolio.
Exactly. So you're actually giving the answers on your own.
Okay,
तो
probably join you one
तो
day.
पता चल रहा है कि 500 फोन आए हैं और बहुत जगह होके आए हो. सी, अगर आप बिल्डर के पास जाओगे डायरेक्टली, यस इट इज़ गुड, यू कैन गो टू डेवलपर, यू माइट गेट अनदर 1-2% एक्स्ट्रा डिस्काउंट बिकॉज यू हैव कम डायरेक्टली, मे बी, पता नहीं ऐसा होता है कि नहीं होता. बट आप किसी भी बिल्डर के पास जाओगे तो वो तो अपना प्रोडक्ट बेचने के लिए बैठा है, वो अपने प्रोडक्ट को ही अच्छा बताएगा, राइट. और हो सकता है वो 4 प्रोडक्ट्स को बुरा भी बता दे, राइट. बट अपने प्रोडक्ट को वो हमेशा प्रमोट करेगा और अपने को बेटर बताएगा बाकियों से. बट अगर आप एक रियल एस्टेट कंसल्टेंट के पास जा रहे हो या ब्रोकर के पास जा रहे हो, तो मुझे ऐसे लगता है कि दैट पर्सन विल अंडरस्टैंड योर रिक्वायरमेंट, व्हाट इज़ योर पर्पस, राइट, व्हाट इज़ योर बजट, व्हाट इज़ द लोकेलिटीज यू आर लुकिंग एट, और फिर वो आपको मल्टीपल ऑप्शंस लाके प्लेटर पे देगा, एंड यू कैन एक्चुअली पिक एंड चूज, एंड ही विल हेल्प यू, ही विल एडवाइज यू एंड पिकिंग एंड चूजिंग द बेस्ट ऑफ द बेस्ट, राइट. एंड ही विल ऑल्सो कम टू यू विद डिफरेंट स्कीम्स कि सर ये 10 प्रोडक्ट आपकी कैटेगरी में फिट होते हैं, इसमें से इन 3 में ये स्कीम चल रही है, ये वाले बिल्डर स्कीम नहीं देते हैं, दीज आर काइंड ऑफ ए ग्रेड डेवलपर्स, राइट. और ये वाले बिल्डर्स जो हैं इनकी थोड़ी सी लोकेशन ऑफ है, मतलब डिफरेंट आपको व्यू पॉइंट्स अपने बताएगा. सो यू विल हैव अ प्लेटर, समबडी इज ऑलरेडी वर्किंग फॉर यू, राइट, एंड ही इज गिविंग यू एवरीथिंग ऑन प्लेटर. सो आई थिंक एक कंसल्टेंट या ब्रोकर के साथ जाने में आपका फ़ायदा है. उसमें आप कोई रॉन्ग बाइंग नहीं करोगे, बिकॉज अगर आप डायरेक्ट बिल्डर के पहले तो इट इज़ इम्पॉसिबल फॉर अ पर्सन टू गो टू 50 डिफरेंट डेवलपर्स,
Exactly.
राइट. बाय द टाइम यू स्टार्ट लुकिंग फ्रॉम वन एंड कंप्लीट 50, वो पहले
I'll be
वाले की स्कीम
confused.
खत्म हो जाएगी एंड यू
Yeah.
विल बी कंफ्यूज्ड, यू विल एंड अप
Yeah.
बाइंग नथिंग.
Exactly.
सो इट इज़ ऑलवेज बेटर टू फाइंड अ गुड कंसल्टेंट. उनसे मिलो, उनको अपनी रिक्वायरमेंट बताओ, अपने
Yeah.
फंड्स बताओ, पर्पस ऑफ इन्वेस्टमेंट बताओ, वेदर इट इज़ एन एंड यूज और it is a return what you're looking at, and then let him serve you on platter what all things fit in your requirements,
Got it.
and then pick and choose one of them, and
Got
then at least you know that ये 5 जगह जाके मुझे प्रॉपर्टी देखनी है और इसमें से फाइनल
Exactly.
करनी है,
Exactly.
right? So that is the help
No,
you
that-
get.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. My third question is around stamp duty and registry math, which you have already answered. But I just want, because I'm looking in Haryana especially, so Haryana stamp duty slabs, do you have any slabs,
Yes.
registry fees? Let's say if I have a property that I want to buy around 3 to 4 CR, any registry fees, any gender-based rebates? And because when I bought my property, the first property, I bought it under my mom's name. So obviously we
So you
did
get a
give
better
better
stamp
rebate. So
duty, yes.
it's still under my mom's name. And as I said, on a, let's say a 1 crore apartment, how much cash must I keep ready for day one paperwork?
So
Which you have already answered, like 20-25%.
20-25% in case you're going for an under construction property, because there's an added 5% GST which goes. But if you're picking up something which is a ready to move in property, in that case it is only the registry charges which you need to pay, and some miscellaneous expenses which you spend for the lawyer fees and everything.
What is this gender-based rebate
Okay.
then?
So gender-based, so there are 3 slabs in the municipal boundaries of Gurgaon. One is a 5% slab, which is for females.
Okay.
One is a 6% slab, which is for a joint ownership.
Okay.
It can be 2 males also. And then there is a 7% slab, which is for the males.
It's all legal, right? Like
So a husband wife joint, or a wife individual, or a husband individual, so 5, 6, 7%
Okay.
is the slabs which you need to pay on the property value. Plus there's another fee of roughly 1 lakh rupees or 90,000 rupees, I need to check. So there's another 1% registration fees which is paid at Tehsil, the local Tehsil where you get your property registered.
Okay.
And but this is capped at 1 lakh rupees. So if you're buying a property of say 2 crore rupees, then 1% is not 2 lakh rupees, it is capped at 1 lakh rupees.
Okay. Nice.
So एक 5-6-7% का amount जो आपका बनता है property value पे, 1 lakh rupees of additional amount which is the registration fees if you're buying a property of 1 CR plus, and then another 15, 20, 30,000 rupees of the paperwork wherein you get your stamps printed, the commissions, the lawyer fees and all. So this is the amount which you need to spend to pick up a property, which is your cost of acquisition.
So if my wife and I, we go and do a joint registration, is it going to be a second slab?
6%.
6%, not the 5%.
Not the 5%.
If I register just under my wife's name, it's 5%.
5%, right.
Cool. Thank you. The next one is maintenance, sinking fund, and escalation.
Correct.
This is
So this
is
comes in
so
cost
much
of acquisition.
Exactly. Buying a premium property in Gurgaon, like
Correct.
this comes at a cost.
Right.
So many first home buyers, like when I bought my first property, many first home buyers just focus on EMIs and forget about monthly keep up
Yes.
to live in that property. Right?
Yes.
So what's the realistic range for maintenance, sinking funds in premium versus mid-segment projects, and how fast do these fees escalate?
Okay. So you're right that whenever we are buying a property, we only calculate our budgets, and then we finalize, okay, this is the EMI which I can pay, and then rest of the money I'll use it maybe for the grocery and maybe for the shopping and the kids' fees and everything. But sometimes we don't account for the upkeep of the apartment. Now there is a maintenance fee which all the condos in Gurgaon charges, and I think in other cities they charge, which takes care of your common area maintenance, whether it is your club, whether it is your pool, your gym, your security guards, and all these come with an expense. So there's an expense to it. There is a common area electricity also in parks and everything. All these, your lifts are maintained. There is an insurance of the entire society also, which is being done. So ये सब खर्चे हैं, ये सब खर्चे जोड़ के अप्रॉक्सीमेटली, अगर लाइक यू वर आस्किंग how much the maintenance comes. So for a mid-segment society, I think roughly 3 to 4 rupees per square feet is the
Okay.
maintenance. And if you
Is
are
it based on carpet area or
it is based on the super area,
super area? Okay.
right? And if you are looking for something, some society which is a high-end society, I think it goes up to 6, 7, and even 8 rupees I've seen in Gurgaon. So this is per square feet amount which you need to be ready to pay every month or every quarter, depending upon how your society or your society charges. And there's a sinking fund also. Now, sinking fund, we need to understand what sinking fund is. Sinking fund is basically a fund which is kind of an emergency fund
Okay, for the society.
for the society.
Okay.
कल को आपका पूरा एक जनरेटर ही ब्लो डाउन हो जाता है,
Got it.
right? अब वो जनरेटर might come at a cost of 50, 60, 70 lakh rupees. I'm not sure how much it comes for, but just an example that अगर कोई ऐसा ब्रेकडाउन हो जाता है जिसके अंदर एक बहुत मेजर अमाउंट स्पेंड होना है, या कोई लिफ्ट खराब हो जाती है वो रिप्लेस ही होनी है, या कोई और ऐसा जिम इक्विपमेंट्स होते हैं, चलो जिम इक्विपमेंट्स तो रेगुलर मेंटेनेंस में हो जाते हैं, बट अ बिगर एक्सपेंस कम्स इन। अब फसाड पेंटिंग 4-5 साल के बाद आपको पूरी सोसाइटी की, घर पे भी तो हम वाइट वॉश कराते हैं,
Exactly.
तो बाहर भी तो होगी ना वाइट वॉश, वो शायद हर साल नहीं होगी, 5 साल में एक बार होगी, उसकी भी
So
कॉस्ट
it's
है।
more like save for the raining
So
day.
it is a rainy day fund,
Okay.
which is a sinking fund, which you need to pull in for.
Okay.
So that is an additional expense, right, on your pocket. So you should account for all these things before buying a property.
Okay. I think I should start making a checklist.
Checklist.
I'll probably request you to put some checklist in your podcast.
Okay.
The next one is obviously around the parking. So the parking, club, fit out. So obviously we talked about maintenance. The other one that I've been like every month I have to pay for is the club fee, right? Like obviously we wanted to move to a society which has swimming pool, gym, theater, badminton court for my kids, but it adds up to my monthly cost as well. So I pay separately the club charges as well.
Right.
So tell me about, like, are there any charges around covered parking? Obviously club membership is one of them. Basic fit outs. How much should a buyer budget for these one time optional that somehow feel non-optional in Gurgaon's market? Like non-optional could be, okay, मेरे को club ही नहीं use करना. Is there an option? मेरे को parking नहीं चाहिए, 2 की जगह मेरे को 1 ही चाहिए, चलेगा.
So I'll tell you. As far as club is concerned, club is this depends upon developer to developer. So most of the developers, like you said, you want to buy your second property in Gurgaon. So most of the developers in Gurgaon, they add on the club charge. आजकल ना box price हो गया है. So box price is inclusive of your BSP, which is a basic selling price, your EDC, IDC, which is your external development and internal development, infrastructure development charges. Then there is a car parking, because it is a mandatory thing. Car parking आप रह रहे हो तो आपको गाड़ी है ही आपके पास.
Exactly.
गाड़ी है तो पार्क करनी है आपको. आपके गेस्ट्स की गाड़ी भी आएंगी तो गेस्ट्स के लिए भी पार्किंग मैनेज करनी है. सो हाउएवर गेस्ट पार्किंग्स आर पार्ट ऑफ कॉमन एरिया, बट आपको कुछ पार्किंग मिलती है. तो एक बॉक्स प्राइस होता है बिल्डर का जिसके अंदर ये सारे चार्जेस इन्वॉल्व होते हैं. कुछ बिल्डर्स क्लब चार्जेस भी उसके अंदर इंक्लूड करके आपसे चार्ज करते हैं, और कुछ डेवलपर्स मैंने देखा है जो क्लब चार्जेस अभी ले ही नहीं रहे.
Okay.
सो दे आर प्लानिंग टू टेक क्लब चार्जेस एट द टाइम ऑफ पोजेशन.
Okay.
राइट,
उससे
बिकॉज
पहले भी क्यों लेंगे? मतलब क्लब तो ऑपरेशनल भी नहीं होगा.
ऑपरेशनल तो नहीं होता, बट कुछ लोग आपको बॉक्स प्राइस के अंदर, जैसे आप लाइक यू हैड योर फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन कि मेरा टोटल प्राइस कितना है मुझे पता ही नहीं होता.
Exactly.
राइट, तो वो बाद में आपको एक सरप्राइज मिलेगी, क्लब के भी 10
क्लब
लाख
की
रुपए
फीस भी
देने
दे
थे,
दो. अच्छा.
तो वो पहले से ही लगा
Got
के
it.
आपको क्रिस्टल क्लियर बता के चलते हैं. कुछ डेवलपर्स जो है वो आपसे बॉक्स प्राइस में डील कर रहे हैं, बट वो कह रहे हैं कि क्लब के चार्जेस हम अभी डिसाइड नहीं कर रहे हैं. क्लब जब बन जाएगा, मे बी दे वांट टू शो हाउ लेविश दे हैव मेड इट एंड देन दे आस्क फॉर मनी फ्रॉम यू. Maybe that is their motto. But anyways, so club charges is something which you can negotiate with the developer कि जी मैं अभी नहीं देना चाहता, मैं possession पे दूंगा, right? बट देने तो हैं. क्लब इज मैंडेटरी, वो देने ही है, बट आप नेगोशिएट कर सकते हो कि आई एम नॉट एबल टू पे राइट नाउ, और मे बी अभी मेरा स्ट्रेच हो रहा है, मैं नेक्स्ट इंस्टॉलमेंट में दे दूंगा या पोजेशन पे दे दूंगा. दैट इज एन ऑप्शनल.
तो क्लब चार्जेस आर आल्सो बेस्ड ऑन पर स्क्वायर फीट?
नो, क्लब चार्जेस इज पर अपार्टमेंट.
And it's probably same for every
It is same for, I think it is same for all the apartments, whether it is a smaller or a bigger size. Club charges are same for all the apartments. Now parkings are mandatory that you have to take. As you were saying that you pay for club maintenance charges also, some small amount which you are paying every month over and above your common area maintenance. So see, basically club के अंदर जो है सबसे ज़्यादा एक्सपेंसेस होते हैं अगर हम देखें तो, अपार्ट फ्रॉम द बिगर एक्सपेंसेस ऑफ जनरेटर्स एंड ऑल, जो मेजर एक्सपेंसेस होते हैं वो क्लब के मेंटेनेंस में जाते हैं, लाइक योर पूल.
Right.
Pool needs a lot of maintenance. It is not easy to maintain. Restaurants also. Plus your gym equipments, you know, they keep उसका wear and tear बहुत fast होता है, बहुत लोग यूज़ करते हैं उसका.
एयर कंडीशनिंग भी चलती रहती है.
एयर कंडीशनिंग भी चलती रहती है. सो ये सब देन आजकल सोना ये सब भी सोसाइटीज़ के अंदर है, स्टीम है, सोना है, ये सब दीज ऑल कम विद अ कॉस्ट, राइट. सो चार्जिंग अ नॉमिनल अमाउंट ऑफ 1,000-2,000 rupees per month to use all these facilities is, I think, reasonable.
No,
Even if you go out and use the gym and pool and all, you will be spending much more, and there will be botheration also.
No, exactly.
So
Like
better
I remember, like I pay club fee approximately 27,000-26,000. अगर मैं गोल्ड जिम में चले जाऊँ वही 30,000 का.
और ये पर ईयर की बात कर रहे हो तो आपका 2,500 रुपये महीने का खर्चा है.
उसका exactly. So I think I hope I have not boring you with all the questions I have. So the other one I have is a financing friction. Like so explain the lesser known loan cost, processing fee, legal opinions, MOD charges, prepayment penalties, and how can a smart borrower minimize them? Like especially if I'm looking for an investment property, I want to minimize all these fees. So what are the things that I should be mindful of?
Okay, so first of all, I'll tell you what all are the expenses. First of all, if you're taking a loan, you need to pay a processing fees, which is, I think, 0.25% of your loan value, or maybe 0.5. This depends upon bank to bank and lender to lender. So that is one expense which you need to pay. The second is obviously जो EMI में आपका interest factor होता है, that you need to pay. The third thing is your property valuation charges, जो कि नॉर्मली अगर आप रेडी टू मूव इन प्रॉपर्टी ले रहे हैं तो जो बैंकर्स हैं दे कम टू योर प्लेस, दे लुक एट द प्रॉपर्टी एंड दे वैल्यू इट. सो देयर सम वैल्यूएशन चार्जेस विच यू नीड टू पे. सिमिलरली अगर आप अंडर कंस्ट्रक्शन प्रॉपर्टी में जा रहे हैं तो उस टाइम पे आप जब प्रॉपर्टी परचेज करते हैं, आप 10% कंप्लीट करते हैं, तो एक बिल्डर बायर एग्रीमेंट होता है जो कि रेरा का नॉर्म है कि आपको बिल्डर और बायर को एग्रीमेंट करना है, एंड दैट एग्रीमेंट इज एज गुड एज रजिस्ट्री, बिकॉज वो कोर्ट में जाके रजिस्टर होता है, तहसील में जाके उसका प्रॉपर रजिस्ट्री होता है. उसका भी कुछ एक्सपेंस होता है विच यू नीड टू पे. सो फॉर एन अंडर कंस्ट्रक्शन प्रॉपर्टी आपका BBA का एक्सपेंस हो गया, और लोन के जो पर्पस एक्सपेंस हैं वो तो मैंने आपको बताई दिए. रेडी टू मूव इन प्रॉपर्टी के अंदर क्या है कि आपका BBA का एक्सपेंस नहीं है, बट आपका और एक्सपेंसेस हैं, प्रोसेसिंग फीस हो गई, प्रॉपर्टी वैल्यूएशन फीस हो गई. एंड आई ऑल्सो सजेस्ट माई कस्टमर्स कि अगर आप कोई रेडी टू मूव इन प्रॉपर्टी ले रहे हैं तो यू शुड गेट योर उसके लीगल पेपर्स भी चेक करवाने चाहिए आपको कोर्ट के थ्रू. उसका भी 10-12-15 हज़ार रुपये का कुछ फीस होता है. इट इज़ नॉट दैट बिग, बट इट इज़, आई थिंक इट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. यू शुड स्पेंड दैट मनी टू बाय रजिस्ट्री पेपर्स, वेदर दीज आर वैलिड, कोई उसके ऊपर लोन तो नहीं ले रखा, वो सब चीज़ें आपको.
Is it ready to move in property or second home?
Whatever it is.
Used property.
Used property.
Okay.
Used property, or even if somebody has not used it but somebody owned it earlier.
Okay.
And now he's selling it to you. So in that case you need to get the papers checked. राइट, कि इस प्रॉपर्टी के ऊपर कोई लोन तो नहीं ले रखा, कोई डिस्प्यूट तो नहीं है, कोई कोर्ट केस तो नहीं चल रहा,
कोई ऑनलाइन इन्फॉर्मेशन नहीं मिलती है. सब यू हैव टू गो टू तहसील,
ये चेक करवाना पड़ता है.
ओके, वेयर डू यू हैव टू गो?
सो यू कैन फाइंड अ गुड लॉयर anywhere, any known to you, or otherwise through online you can find a good lawyer, settle a fees with him, and he'll get all the papers checked, and he'll give you a proper online report after checking everything.
Oh, nice.
So then at least you're safe.
Yeah, exactly. And as I said, like, because I'm coming from organized market, it's very readily available.
Yes. Yeah.
You can go online and you can download, okay, whether what was the last price it was sold to, who it was sold to.
Correct.
So here you have to hire a lawyer.
Yes. So that is something which you should get checked. So जो ये सारे expenses हैं, this all you should account for while buying the property.
I think my 8th question you have answered multiple times, which was post-possession surprises. So after taking possession, what unexpected expenses typically pop up in the first year? I'll probably want to answer just to make sure that I was attentive enough in your podcast.
Okay.
So correct me if I'm wrong. So after possession, one of the expenses could be the club charges, and then maintenance charges. I think these are the two charges that I could think of.
Club
after
charges
possession.
also depends if you have not paid earlier and then the developer has told that they'll charge
The
at
developer
that
will
time.
probably cover for 1 year, right? He won't cover for
Okay, you're talking about the regular expenses.
regular expenses.
Yes.
So
yes,
these are the two expenses that I should be
Yes.
considering
That
once
is
I move
that
in?
is true for a for an under construction property. For a ready to move in property, there is another add-on to it, that one, you got your papers checked and everything
Yeah,
is
yeah,
one part of
exactly.
it. Secondly, I would suggest you should go to the local RWA office or the maintenance
Yeah,
office of
nice.
that
Good, very good
society
point. Very good
and
point.
ask those people that I'm buying this property, are these dues cleared, if there is any due
That's
or
a very
not.
good. Yes.
Otherwise, you will get a surprise that the earlier owner, didn't pay for a year, and then if you
Yeah,
have to use, you have to pay.
yeah. Coming to the last question, and since I already told you, like I'm already in the market to invest, right? But there are so many different options, चाहे वो residential हो, चाहे वो commercial हो, चाहे वो ready to move in हो.
Right.
So if you pick all these three different verticals that I should be investing in, so can you please explain me why should I invest in one of these three?
Okay, fine. So, see, if you have got some windfall gains or if you are ready with the money, right,
Yep.
then you can go for any good residential property. You buy that residential property, get it registered in your name, start getting rentals,
Okay.
right? So you start getting some source of income also, and residential property hai appreciate bhi karegi. So maybe tomorrow
What's
you
the
make money also.
rental yield around
Rental
residential
yield, so
right
if
now?
so okay, so if you're looking for something like rental yield, then I would suggest you not to pick up a residential property. In fact, pick up a commercial property,
Okay.
which is again ready to move in property. So you're secured कि builder भागेगा नहीं, बनेगी नहीं type. तो
Okay.
आपको आपका product मिल गया. Look for something pre-leased, which is a good property leased to a good brand.
Okay.
So there you get better rentals. Residential rentals are 2.5%
Okay.
of the property value. Commercial rentals starts from 4%, goes up to 7-8% also.
Okay.
So your property also appreciates and you get a better rental also.
Okay.
Right? In case you don't have full money,
Mhm.
right, to pick up something which is ready to move in, then find out a good project which you think location wise and developer wise and the amenities which that developer is providing will fetch a good ROI.
Okay.
Right, then you enter, then you go negotiate with developer, pick up a payment plan wherein you need to pay say 20% right now or 30% right now, and there is a breather of couple of years wherein
Exactly.
Whenever you find that you're getting a good price, you can exit and make a good ROI. But the caution is that in case the next payment comes, you should have that next payment ready with you. Don't use your money as a trader, use your money as an investor.
Okay, cool. Thank you. So while you were telling me, another question popped into my head.
Yes, please.
So I saw this ad again. I'm seeing a lot of ads, right? So I saw this ad where this is assured returns. So tell me more about this assured returns around commercial property, because I've seen a lot of ads around assured returns.
Okay, so commercial properties may, yes, you're right, developers give 10%, 12% assured returns also. See, what happens
So
is
from the day of investment?
from the day of investment.
Okay.
सो इसको ना लोग बहुत नेगेटिव तरीके से भी देखते हैं कि जी हमारे ही पैसे बिल्डर हमें वापस दे रहा है, रेट बढ़ा के दे रहा है. बट अगर आप थोड़ा सा मैथ्स को समझो इसको, सो ऐसा नहीं होता. If I'll try to explain it, what happens is that for a residential property, if today a developer is launching a residential project, right, and you are one of the buyers, so when you buy that property, right, banks give you loan. The property is not ready yet, but banks give you loan.
Yep.
So as and when developer keeps on constructing, bank releases the funds to the developer on your behalf. This is how the entire loan
Exactly.
process goes. So developer keeps on getting money to construct that entire community from bank on behalf of you.
Exactly.
But in a commercial property, since this is not the basic need, this is not the roti kapda makan wala product,
Exactly.
It is a luxury property or it is a second third property. In that property, बिल्डर्स को लोन एक तो मिलता नहीं है, बैंक्स पहले तो लोन देते नहीं हैं, ठीक है, और अगर देते भी हैं तो वो काफ़ी हाई इंटरेस्ट रेट पे देते हैं डेवलपर्स को. नाउ अंडरस्टैंड वन थिंग, एक डेवलपर को मान लो 15-16% पे कमर्शियल प्रॉपर्टी बनने के लिए लोन मिल रहा है. अब उस डेवलपर ने आपसे पैसे लिए और आपको 12% का एश्योर्ड रिटर्न दे दिया, राइट. सो यू आर गेटिंग 7-8% इन योर FD. Now you're getting 12%. You're making 4% additional.
Wow.
Builder
That's a good
might
calculation.
have acquired a loan at 16-17%, and his cost of loan is 12%, which he's giving it to you. So it's a win-win for both.
Exactly.
It
That's a very good point.
is a very good point and it is win-win for both. At the end of the day, आप एज अ कस्टमर देखो, आपने एक प्रॉपर्टी में इन्वेस्ट किया, वो आपको नेक्स्ट डे से रिटर्न दे रही है,
Hmm.
राइट? पोजेशन पे आप बैलेंस पेमेंट दोगे, अपनी रजिस्ट्री कराओगे, उसके बाद जो भी वहाँ पे टेनेंट आएगा वो आपको, और जो वो टेनेंट आएगा उसका रेंटल जो है आई थिंक रेजिडेंशियल से तो बेटर ही होगा,
Got it.
right? So there are different options available for an investor. You need to fix up where your requirement fits in.
Yeah. I think I have to start looking for
Yes.
a better real estate consultant.
Find a better real estate consultant.
Cool.
Right?
I think that's all that I have today. Thank you so much, Sunil, for answering my question. Now it will probably give me a better understanding of
Yes.
what I should be doing in the market and what kind of research and checklist I should be following
Right.
to find my next property.
Right.
Thank you so much for
Thank you so much.
having me.
Thank you. Thanks
Thank
a
you.
lot.